Alright, so I'm right in the middle of working on my bucket list Kickstarter for these first gen Virago 750s. And you'll probably see some videos out on the channel for that if this thing works. But here I got an old locked up motor. Now this motor's bad. It's locked up like a convicted crackhead. So it ain't never gonna do anything. But it's a good setup motor so I can drill holes. I don't have to worry about getting shavings in it and everything. But while I got these covers off, I thought I'd show something about these clutches that folks run into problems with when they replace their clutch discs and redoing their clutches, that sometimes when they put it all back together and they pull the clutch lever, they don't have any clutch. It's like it won't engage. So let me show you why a lot of times that happens, assuming you got everything put back together right. It may just be the adjustment on the little lever on the other side. So I'll zoom in here and show real quick what's going on if you set your clutches up wrong on your lever. Alright, so we can see both sides of the motor here. Here's the clutch pack, and then I got a little wire hooked to the lever that I can pull up on. Now I don't have like super strong fingers. I only got 2 springs in there because I'm checking the play to make sure that it doesn't disengage or engage improperly with my Kickstarter. But here's the way a clutch ought to work normally. When you pull up on it, the clutch comes out, you can see it gap it, and it goes back in. Now, if I swing over here and we look at what's going on with this lever, you can see that if the lever's adjusted properly, it has some play in it. So this is the easy part. It's not doing anything right there, but you have to have some play right there. I mean, it needs to be probably 4 or 5 millimeters up on the end there worth of play. And if you don't have that play, because we have a tendency to want to not have things wiggle, you're going to run into problems if you tighten that too tight. So normally the procedure is change all your clutch discs out, and then you got to adjust this guy to get it to engage properly. So you take your little wrench and you break that loose right there, and then there's a little screw in the middle. Now there's a video out on the channel if you want to see how to do all this, replacing the clutches and stuff. But a lot of times what we do is we want to tighten this little guy down until it's really snug. And what it does is it takes away that play on the end. So let me just tighten it up. I'll pretend, okay, I want to tighten it till it feels snug. And you can see my play is gone right here. I only have a couple of millimeters worth of movement now. So if I say, yep, I'm good right there, I like that, that's as tight as I can get it, don't want to go any tighter. When I tighten it down, now, here's what happens on the other side. With that too tight and not enough play, what you end up getting is, if you watch when I pull up on it, watch the clutch pack, it got stuck. So the clutch pack didn't drop back in. The reason why is that it extended too far because there wasn't enough play over on the other side, and it went out too far and its little teeth got caught. So there is the reason why a lot of times when you change the clutches out and you adjust the little lever and you don't give enough play at the bottom of the lever, it'll lock out like that right there. So to get it back in, you just have to twist it a little bit and it'll drop right back in. But as you can see, every time I pull it, it locks up right there. And so it's not working properly simply because over on this side, I didn't give enough play right there. So you can see it's really tight. Doesn't want to wiggle much, but you can't set them up that way, or you're going to be taking that side cover back off and you're going to be popping your clutches back in. So in order to set it up properly, we'll go at it again. So we just loosen that up, and then you want to back this guy out. Now what I'm looking for is a little play. Now I don't want a bunch of play, I just want a little play. Let me get my clutch lock back in. There we go. So I just want a little play. I don't want a ton, because then the clutch won't engage. So we just crank that in until we get about, I don't know, 4 or 5 millimeters right on the end. You can see the little spring right there extends out. Something like that. So it's not touching, that's touching. So you back it up about a half a turn. And then what you want to do is make sure that little screw doesn't move. So you got to get you a cool tool or something like my little French pipe wrenches here. And put that on there, and then I'm going to tighten that nut back down. and hold the screw to make sure it doesn't turn. Like that right there. So now we got a little more play. May not be enough, but the way to make sure is to not put that cover on until you check this. So now we spin it back around here and you can see. So now if I pull up on it, it doesn't lock. So as hard as I want to pull, it's not disengaging those big teeth in there, and it's not getting stuck. So there you go. That might be some reasons why folks, when they change out their clutches, run into problems with it not wanting to engage clutch anymore. It's because it got stuck out and it won't pop back in. Well, alrighty. I hope that helps someone, and thanks for watching.